come on, set! Set up! Here we go, here we go! Hut, hut! Let's go now! Set up! Set! Ready! Hut, hut! Ready! Set, go! Down! Ready, ready? Set! Let go! Let's go! Huh! Ready, ready! Let go! Here we go, shot! Ready! Set! Ready! Ready! Hut, go! On the double! Ready! Set up! Set up! Come on, set! Ready, ready? On the ready! Hut, hut! Here we go, here we go! Set, go! Let's go now! Hut! Set! Ready! Go! Ready! Set up!
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Desperados of Buenos Aires. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, here we go.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught at the 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. 63 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Jones wants to change it up. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They get this out left, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Desperados are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Taking it right down Broadway. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for KC. 47 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 153 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Half 18, half 18.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's able to work 3 for about 6 down to the 18. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Oh, design run here for Ayuk. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Desperados are back within a score.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that
is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 14. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, Taylor now. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Third and 12. Out left and complete to Thornton. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down the left sideline. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Jones to throw on 2nd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Got it. Ready? 60 Maverick.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Flick right, flick right, flick right.
They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up
2nd down and goal. Jones.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. Half touchdowns.
And the Desperados are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 6. Is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Foster. A final shot before break. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Chiefs have retaken a third quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
On the handoff, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they still... Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation.
It's caught inside the 25. And a huge play that time. 59 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They run once more with Taylor. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
A gain of 43 yards. First down, Kansas City.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now 2nd and 9. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Shakes off the sack, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Foster. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Looking to throw. Foster. Here's a diving catch right side. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and 15. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 70, Desperados 32.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 187 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go, North Salad.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
That's good. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Running left, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Half 18.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Go, Gunner. Go, Gunner.
At the
Now a give to Taylor. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.